still basking in the glory of the performance of our team, Grenada, in the 2012 London Olympic Games. We still can't get over it. And let me tell you, the entire team, a lot of people were still glowing in pride because we won our very first goal. But we're also very proud of each and every one of our athletes who represented us so proudly. And, you know, the gentleman just walked in the studio and I was starstruck, you know, like, oh my gosh! So, you remember in my introduction this morning, I mentioned that, you know, there was some bits going on and a lot of people hearing things through the grapevine. And I don't know, CC6 crew, I salute you because this morning I have on my couch. Can we just go to him? Can we just go to him? Kurt Felix! Kurt is here with us this morning. So cool and so calm, despite the fact that I'm behaving like a 12-year-old, right? Kurt, congratulations again and welcome to Chit Chat.
Thanks.
It's so good to have you here, man. Where do we start? Let's start at the beginning. When you got involved in athletics and all of that, were you in primary school or secondary school?
Well, primary school, I used to just, you know, when they tell you go run, you just go run.
Yeah. You didn't have a choice.
Yeah, and then in GBSS, when I was in like Form 3, Form 4, my coach, Colin Peters, when we had the heat, we went out and do javelin. And then when he saw me and saw the potential, he told me to come out and train.
Yeah.
And then I started from there.
Yeah. You're involved with Decathlon, and that takes, listen man, let me tell you, I respect you. Because that takes so much endurance to just be involved in this thing that give us, for those of our viewers who are not still sure what Decathlon is all about, tell us all the various events that you had to participate in.
Well, the Decathlon, we start with a 100 meter, then we go to a long jump, then we go to shot put, high jump, and then we end the day with a 400. And then we come back early the next morning and start with 110 hurdles, discus, javelin, discus, pole vault, javelin, and the 1500.
Wow. Now let's go back to GBSS because you mentioned javelin in GBSS.
Yeah.
Did you ever have any other field event that you participated in then in GBSS?
Yeah, long jump, discus, and the shot put, because you know you always have your friends and we always competing against each other, so every sports time we just go to see who's going to beat who.
Beat who. And for the track events?
I hated running before, but
really?
Yeah, it's when I got into the decathlon I really started running more.
Yeah.
And then started liking it and started improving a whole lot more.
Nice. When did you leave Grenada?
2007.
2007.
Yeah.
Because I understand you're based in Germany right now, right?
No,
no?
Boise, Idaho.
In Idaho.
Yeah.
Did you get some training done in Germany prior to the London Olympics?
No.
Not really?
No.
Not really. No, not at all. Okay, so I'm probably thinking about somebody else. All right, let's talk about London, Kurt. First off, in terms of qualifying, how tough of a challenge was it for you to get just to qualify for the games?
It's really tough, you know, training and trying to maximize in every area.
Yeah.
But when I got my first meet outdoor, and I missed the standard by 21 points, and I was like, okay, I know I got this. And then I just started training a lot more harder and stuff, and then it all fall together.
Yeah. How long would you say it took you in terms of whether it's years or months? How long did it take you to get into peak form to prepare for London?
Well, based on how the training is, because we do indoors in the NCAA,
right.
So then we gotta manage the indoor and the outdoor. So then when you come outdoors from indoor, you sort of like do a lot more volume and stuff, and then start lessening it for when you want peak performances.
Because the truth is, as an athlete, participating in all these events during the course of the year is pretty much like training and keeping your form and staying healthy and hoping that you'll qualify and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite area in all those events that you participated in the Decathlon? Do you have a favorite, and do you have a least favorite?
I would say favorite javelin, because I started track with javelin, and long jump and high jump.
Oh gosh, yeah. You don't, and what's your least favorite?
For right now, it's a shot put.
The
It
shot
used to
put.
be the pole vault because
Yeah, the pole vault.
yeah, the pole vault was a really hard one to learn. But then I started getting used to it, and I had a real breakthrough year this year.
This is fantastic. Tell me about your experience in London. What was that experience like for Kurt Felix?
It was a great experience.
Yeah.
It really hit me at the opening ceremony.
Yeah.
That overwhelming feeling that actually they're competing and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the fact that you made it to you made the semifinals.
The Decathlon is straight.
You just go straight.
Yeah.
You just go straight.
Yeah.
And then I think the toughest thing for any athlete is to face injury.
Yeah.
And you know, we were all in tears, man, when we heard that you had to discontinue because of an injury and all of that. But I mean, how did you feel as an athlete in representing Grenada when, you know, knowing that your body just could not go anymore? How did you feel?
It was a little bit disappointing, but to accomplish all of that, it's a great feeling, and I know it could only get better from there once I continue to train hard and stay focused.
That is so true. So we're going to hear a lot more from Kurt Felix for the next Olympic Games.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better believe it. We're waiting patiently. Kurt, I know you're from La Femme.
Yeah.
In St. David. Tell me about your home posse in La Femme. How long have you been back now? Few weeks. Well,
yeah, a few weeks. Yeah.
Well. Yeah. What was the response like when you returned home and you went into your community?
And no one knew I was coming home, so
you did it in a sneaky way.
yeah, I just went home. You know, a lot of people was shocked to see me. They was like, "I just saw you on TV. What are you doing here already?"
Yeah. So, and how did they respond to you based on your accomplishment? I mean, listen, it's a big accomplishment just representing Grenada.
Yeah, everybody was supportive, and congratulating me on what I was able to do and stuff.
Good. Tell me about the rest of the team. What sort of environment existed? I mean, just from when Team Grenada was behind the scenes getting ready to go on out in the parade when everybody was introducing the various islands. Tell me about your other teammates.
Well, we had a training camp, a few training camp before, and that allowed us to come together like one family.
Yeah.
And you know, it was really supportive of each other, giving them best wishes, carrying them through, you know, mental stuff and all of that. So it was really good in there.
How do you feel as a team member? How do you feel about what Karani has done?
Well, really proud. You know, I was able to be there to witness our first medal in the Olympics, and we got a goal. You know, it was also a booster for me going into competition.
Sure it was.
Yeah.
I am sure it was. I think I overheard one of the Caribbean broadcasters, commentators, saying, I don't know, but Kurt Felix is on a high. Something has him on a high, you know, when you were doing your thing in competition, and we knew what that high was, you know. It's just an extra motivational boost for you, like you say. To just go on out and just be, what do they say? Proud of the nutmeg. Just be proud of the nutmeg, you know.
Respect the nutmeg.
Yeah. How do you feel about just the performance of the Caribbean altogether in the Olympics? I mean, I think the Caribbean athletes really made a huge impact in this year's Olympic Games. How do you feel as a Caribbean brother looking at all of that happening, man?
Really proud.
Yeah,
really proud to see that we can go there and dominate. Yeah, and not just in the sprints, but the guy from Trinidad stepping up in the javelin.
Yeah.
That sort of show a lot of potential that we have here, and you just need to nurture it a lot more, and then there'll be a lot more to come from the Caribbean.
Yes, so true, so true. Anybody out there that really, really supports you fully, supports Kurt fully in developing his career as an athlete, an international athlete? Who do you work with? Do you have a coach and manager, or you don't have that extensive of a team as yet?
Well, I got my coach up there in Boise, who was coaching me through my college career, and even the support from people over there, like the training staff and all of that over there. I got a lot of support from them. So and beginning to develop more and get more into them, the track and field also.
Yeah. You got any favorite athletes out there? Apart from our own athletes. Anybody
Well,
there that you really...
I would say Roman Sebrele, from ever since I started the Decathlon. He was a world record holder.
Right.
And also the Cubans and the Jamaican guy who does the Decathlon.
Yeah.
Because they sort of boost me like a Caribbean athlete coming into the Decathlon. So I look up to them a lot. Even the guy who won from the US, me and him is really cool.
Good.
And we competed against each other in 2010.
Right.
And yeah, I look up to all of those guys.
Fantastic. There's you in action. I can tell. Listen, I have no idea how you guys do it, man. But you know, I commend you, Kurt. For this is your first? I mean, I know you participated in competitions building up to it, and this is your first major athletic appearance to the world. So now everybody's going to know all about Kurt Felix. What does Kurt have in store for the future? What's your plans?
There's a lot, I'm gonna go and train full time.
Yeah.
Train a lot harder, develop a plan, and there's gonna be good things to come.
Yeah. If you had to change something from this Olympic Games, what would it be?
I wouldn't even change anything.
Good answer. Good answer. It's a beginning. Kurt, do you have any sort of social media sites and all of that set up so people can connect with you? Because I'm sure a lot of people probably want to connect with you, like Facebook pages, Twitter accounts, that sort of thing. Anything set up yet?
Yeah, I got a Twitter and Facebook.
Good.
Yeah.
So we can just find you as Kurt Felix on Facebook page, and the rest will follow suit. Marlon, do you have any? I know Marlon has a question for you.
School. What's the plans after that? How do you go back in training and school, and how do you manage stuff?
Well, I just graduated in May, so for now I'm just gonna concentrate on track for a little bit, but also work on getting my master's. So I won't have a lot of pressure in terms of competing for the NCAA and having to every weekend go here and go there. So I could focus and have a plan for next year World Championships and work towards that.
You're going for your master's in what area of study?
Well, I just did psychology. I'm probably going to go into sports psychology or counseling.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Good. Excellent. Viewers, I'm chatting with our very own decathlete. That's how you say it, right? Decathlete. it's such a word.
Olympian.
Oh, I know. Our Olympian. That's right. Yeah. One of our Olympians, Kurt Felix, of course. You got to catch him in action this year's London Olympics, the decathlon, and Kurt. Yeah. Yeah. Anybody else you wanna? Because we're almost out of time. Any thank yous to anyone? You wanna say thank you to anyone right now? Is your camera right there, Kurt?
Well, I want to thank my family and friends who supported me. Thanks to Grenada, and thanks to Colin Peters who started me in track, and also thanks to my coach up in Boise who prepared me for this.
We're definitely going to hear a lot more from Kurt Felix in years to come. So folks, I've been so honored to have Kurt on my couch this morning. Thank you again to the team right here at CC6 for making it possible. Kurt, you're one of my heroes. Go for it. Just keep going, and the world is watching. Grenada is watching, and we're proud of you. We're really proud of you, and thank you again. So that was one of our Olympians, Kurt Felix. Of course, you caught him in action, like I said, in the decathlon. And come next 4 years, I tell you, a lot of our athletes are really going to be making their mark in the Olympics. Thank you so much.